what's up? We got special guests in the house. We're gonna talk about crypto art and like those cards I've been doing, those scratch cards I've been doing. You know, with the scratch library. Still thinking of a name for it. Book of Scratches or the Scratch Scrolls, but it sounds like Scratch Squirrels. I said, I go, what about? I talked to this guy here. I said, what about quantum scratch cards? He was like, hell no, everybody uses that shit. So I was like, okay. So anyway, this guy right here, Loopsdigi, this guy is a fucking master music engineer. He did my album Wave Twisters Zero, Wave Twisters Origins, and we've got another huge special guest, Rare Scrilla. If you guys probably know him from all the Pepe stuff and everything. I want to ask Loops real quick. Give me the history on this guy, because before I met Scrilla, Loops introduced me to what he was all about. He was like, yo, this is the fucking man. This is the guy he's just sold a rare Pepe for 20 million bucks, blah, blah, blah. And it's just all this fucking shit. And I was like, what is going on in this space? Like, explain to people what this guy's all about, Rare Scrilla. Loops.
Yeah, I mean, we're blessed to be in the building with Rare Scrilla, the legend in the space. He's been in crypto art since 2014. I believe he minted the first mixtape ever on chain.
What? Right? A mixtape on a blockchain? Like, explain that. How the hell are you gonna get? Was it a long ass mixtape?
Nah. So like, yo.
Oh, he's from the East Coast. You could give him the echo mic.
Check. No, I didn't put the whole mixtape on. I was basically trying to experiment with how to, like, this is back in 2016. I was trying to experiment with how to tokenize the mixtape, and I had it on Bandcamp, and it came with a cassette tape. So if you bought the cassette tape, and then you basically, I would you send me your email address, and then I would send you a Gorilla Glue token, which basically, was the cover art of the mixtape. And basically, it's like a provenance thing to show like this mixtape is this digital copy. The provenance is this October, 30th, 2016, or whatever it was. And how many copies were issued, they are locked, so they can never be distributed. So it's like this kind of like tokenizing and just like time frame basically of this mixtape, like when it came out. And like if you own a copy of it, then it's like, yeah, I supported Scrilla back then on this Bandcamp page early by buying this mixtape. It's kind of like this, like kind of like, could be seen as like a flex, like you're like an early fan type thing.
Speaking of early fan, you were the first person that put music on an NFT. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's like...
Fuck. That's historic as fuck. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, like, to reiterate what Scrilla was saying, that's like kind of way ahead of its time.
What year was that?
2016. Because if you think of 2016, it was like people weren't even on TikTok and Gramming, and it wasn't even like what we were really in a digital economy on that level. And like for the everyday viewer, like a good example of that, like I like to say is like, if you think of like the most famous band back in the day ever, so like for this example, let's say Nirvana, because we were talking about Nirvana randomly at dinner earlier, right? So say like Kurt Cobain was still well, when Nevermind came out, right? Imagine he dropped 10 tokenized versions of Nevermind. Like you would still know that you only have 10 of those versions now, versus all the CDs, vinyls, tapes, as many as you can print, and those 10 tokenized versions would be worth the most ever, because you can prove directly, transparently, openly that Kurt Cobain personally minted those and like backed up what he minted as his tokenized piece. That's essentially what Scrilla was doing first before anyone else with music.
Jesus Christ. So the crazy question I have is, you guys know all this shit. How the fuck do you guys know all this shit back then? Because even now, I'm like, what the hell's going on in this NFT world and all this shit? I'm starting to get it because of you, but how did you know it back then? That's a long time ago. That's 10 years ago.
Yeah, so we didn't know it. Like, when I put out my album in 2014 called Silk Road, it was like about kind of like generalization, like the internet, the dark web, Bitcoin, what it was all about, and like kind of like that's like kind of my intro into that realm. And I tried to sell it for Bitcoin. I didn't know how, I couldn't figure out a way to sell. I was like, lost. I was not on crypto Twitter. I didn't know any Bitcoiners. I didn't know anybody who owned Bitcoin. So 2015 comes around and they start talking about Ethereum and Counterparty and these two tokenized blockchains basically. that you can tokenize things on. They're talking about everything. Like you can fucking go to work and, you know, tokenize your toaster to, you know, proof of work, mine your Ethereum back then. Like there was like all this pie in the sky ideas, and it was really silly. But what did catch my attention is they made these rare Pepes, and I got in as quick as I could because they were kind of like reminding me of like baseball cards, provably rare baseball cards. And if you know the history of baseball cards and everything with Ken Griffey and the 1989 Dunruss and like that whole fiasco, it really like painted a picture well in my head. Like right away I got it. Like you can lock this token, it's provably rare. Like you can make another, like, you know, you have a DJ Qbert token, you know, there's 10 of them. He made them from his wallet, it's provable. But somebody can then go make another of the exact same image of DJ Qbert and call it like DJ Qbert 1, but you know it's not his, it's a false, you know, it's shit you find on Canal Street. So, you know, this is like basically in a digital world, we're moving to a digital world. A lot of people are even like becoming like more digital nomads. Like we have, you know, Qbert's got all this vinyl in here. We got vinyl in my house, but we're becoming like dinosaurs in that field. People are collecting things online, and these are like, they become more liquid also because, you know, the markets are online, and you can't just like, you know, if you have a random record that's worth something, like you have to go find that. You know, there's things now online that you can use, but beforehand you have to go find somebody that wanted to buy it, et cetera, et cetera. So like we're moving into this digital world and these digital assets, and we're kind of taking like our ownership and our independence and kind of like, you know, using the blockchain to kind of timestamp and prove things that, you know, we were doing, and basically make things ownable and collectible that, you know, you can't do it another way.
That's amazing. You know, and I don't know, because I'm not in the space as much as you guys are, but I don't really see those guys showing off so much. They're just talking about the coins and stuff, but I want to show off with these guys. This guy right here owns the first NFT restaurant in Hawaii, in Frisco, and he fucking I remember during COVID, he was like, yo, should I buy this NFT of a Bored Ape or something? And I was like, I don't even know what the hell that is. And then he fucking bought a bunch of them. Now he owns fucking land in Hawaii, like fucking 100 acres in Hawaii. And man, what's up with all this shit?
That's all magic talk. He's talking about virtual worlds.
No, you really do have fucking... See, he doesn't want to show off because he's like, man, shut up about all that. But it's fucking crazy. Like, these guys are like fucking gazillionaires, man. I don't understand, man. So no. Okay, well, it looks.
So that's like
they're very quiet about it.
No,
should I edit this out of the video?
Yeah, you should edit this out of the video. Is this not live? Is this live?
This is live right now, but I'm just curious, man. Like, what? I remember you asked me that long time ago. You said, should I buy this fucking thing? And I was like, I don't even know what the fuck a fucking ape thing is, whatever monkey fucking stamp.
So we'll talk about. So basically, what Q's talking about is like all the news that you hear in like the media, and they call it cryptocurrency. I always tell people, like, if you're getting involved with it, if you're like opening up to it, look at it as a technology. So like crypto technology. So like what Skrilla's been doing as like a visionary and a first mover is seeing like the pace in which our society is moving into digitally transacting, because now we're in a world where everyone's interconnected internationally through the internet. So your neighbor is no longer as valuable as that's physically next to you. Like do you know your neighbor next to you?
They be slamming the door sometimes.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm like, hey,
stop.
Yeah, like, so back in the day, like, your neighbor was your most important asset, because back in the day, before computers and phones and everything, if you needed something, you had to physically go to your neighbor. Now, your most important asset is your neighbor, but your neighbor can be digital, internet, network states. You can look up network states. There's a whole bunch of stuff on the idea of network states. But essentially, like, the tokenization of things, and the tokenization in the future will be tokenized, like those words, is just talking about how we're now living in a world where things can be directly transferred peer-to-peer, and that's what the network is. And the whole cryptocurrency vibe of it, like being like this, like you make $1 gajillion really quick and do all this, it's like smoke and mirrors to get people excited and involved, and you hear all these crazy stories. But basically, if like you go into any endeavor where it's like the first time it's happened and like it's actually a solution to a problem And by problem, I don't necessarily mean bad. By problem, I mean like the problem with transacting peer-to-peer, you would have to have a third party. So like, for example, if you wanted to go check out the Mona Lisa, to prove that that's the real Mona Lisa, you have like an insurance company and then a person that was trained to tell you that it's the original Mona Lisa. Then you go to the museum and then you're like, and you're reading it and you're like, oh, this is the original Mona Lisa? And then you're supposed to believe all those people. But if you put it on chain and you look at it, it's public, it's a public ledger, and then you don't need a third party. You just know that it's the Mona Lisa, and you just verify it. You don't need to trust nobody.
I heard that Mona Lisa is in a vault. That one you see is like not the real one. Is that true? What do you think about that? I don't know if that's
also,
real.
Also, Qbert's
Word
the
is Slick
secret
Rick.
Bitcoin legend way over here.
Yo, hey, I want to talk about that. That you made the first time I met you, you made an NFT of me as a Pepe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a crazy story.
Well,
So-
how do you explain a Pepe to people? Like, what the fuck is this frog thing? What is that?
So Pepe is a mirror. It's just a meme that is like the most popular meme in the
What's a meme?
digital world. A meme is like a mind virus, basically. So like you see it and like you remember it and you want you start to spread it like like a joke or anything. Like the memes have been around forever, but now with technology and the internet, you can a meme can be viewed and taken in by 2 billion people or whatever within a second. Like if Elon sends out a meme, that's why he who controls the memes controls the universe. Is real. And like you see Elon out there, love him or hate him, like he kind of is controlling the memes. Like Donald Trump is a meme. The money is a meme. The Bitcoin is a meme. Like we're using these memes to create value. So like as the digital world has come up, now there's such social capital and like the social network that is now able to kind of be monetized with like meme coins and stuff like that, and like even such and such, like we're talking about NFTs, like the same thing. It's like you can have like this brand as an artist and musician and content creator, whatever, release NFTs and like different or NFTs. Like I don't even like the word NFT to be honest with you. NFT
do you call them?
is more like the commercial, like what Loops was talking about, like the commercial, like Big Bang stuff you hear about, and like all the flipper shit, and that's part of this world. But I concentrate more on like the crypto art side. It's like more like the art, really organic, like meme culture, and not like just like I'm not out here like I've been doing this shit before when I was selling these things for $5 each, or I couldn't sell any of them. It's like I've been doing it before the money was here, and I'm gonna keep doing it because I enjoy kind of like the whole aspect of what we're doing, and like kind of like the movement along with the Bitcoin, peer-to-peer, decentralization, having like art galleries and museums now pay attention to digital art, paying attention to memes as art. That's another like kind of movement we have behind crypto art. Then you got like trash art movement, which is another like crypto art kind of like native thing. I forget what the question you were going.
Speaking of the art,
Yeah, go ahead. Loops.
So let's go back on the art. If it's your first time hearing about any of this, you should definitely check out Super Rare. Super Rare was like was it the first?
Where did they find that Super Rare? Where did they find that at?
It was like the first big one-of-one platform.
One of the first big one-of-one platforms.
Where can they find that?
Superrare.com.
Oh, okay.
You can go .com, right? But that's like its own museum in its own right of like really curated crypto art, and you can see all the provenance in it. And Scrilla has how many pieces on there at this point? You want to talk about your Super Rare endeavor?
Yeah, so like Super Rare, like he said, it was like kind of like the one that kind of like became like the thing, the one of ones, and it was curated. It's kind of hard to get into at first. I think it's a lot easier to get into now. I think they've opened it up more, but yeah, that's kind of where like all the crypto artists at first were coming, and
What year was
minting on
that?
Ethereum. That was in 2018.
And
So,
then you made a flip on it by making a rare one or a fake rare. How does that all fit in?
Yeah, so the Super Rare is like the one of ones, and like that was what like caught the attention of the art world, because people were minting these like calling them one of ones. They weren't editions. Like when we were doing rare Pepes, these are editions, these are collectibles. Like now we're talking about like art and fine art, and
And super rares are also Pepe's too?
well, Super Rare is just like a site, so it's like a
What's a
platform,
platform?
superrare.com, and they kind of like took the jump into the world of we're gonna make a business model out of selling one-of-one art by artists, and then we're gonna take I think they take 10%, 15% or something like that, in a fee. So for the first 2 years, really, like 2.5 years even, like they really were like, they weren't making much money. People were coming in, they were getting artists to come in, they were hitting people up on Instagram, et cetera, and artists, and like, yo, the blockchain, da. Finally, in like late 2020 and into 2021, shit started to turn around, and you started to see like all these people that believed in like the early years ones in 2018, like the X copies and stuff like that. I mean, you started seeing those go for like millions of dollars. It's not much different, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I got into crypto art, I got in it because you're kind of trying to get away from that traditional world. Just like the Bitcoin, it's getting away from the financial world. And so like when I see all, X copy is a crypto art. He's great artist, all that stuff. So I'm not knocking any of that, but it's more like all that side of the things is not. That's more like the TradFi stuff. The marketing and building up collectors that collect this one artist, and only talking about them, and putting high price tags and floors, and big whales with big money come in and like buy all the cheap shit up, and then they sell it to their friends, like the next man down, and that's kind of crypto art. And NFTs kind of like have a split there, I think, and like I kind of more into the crypto art side, where we're just using the technology to do this stuff with art. So like with Ordinals, you can like put the art directly into Bitcoin. So like not on IPFS, not on Imgur, not on these sites like like your old mega uploads that don't, or Z shares that aren't around anymore, where you lose the data. You're putting it on Bitcoin, which as of today is the best thing we have for data storage. Like we didn't even know that. We thought it was a money only for a long time, but or store of value, etc. But it's also, with the witness block, I'm probably getting too technical, but in the Bitcoin, they have this thing called the witness block that they put in there, a few years ago, and it's able to store 4 megabytes of data per block. So every time a Bitcoin block is mined, you can have up to 4 megabytes of like data, art, music, files, etc., code that gets stored on all the nodes all over the world.
When did Ordinals start? Ordinals are like something you could print onto Bitcoin to be exact.
Think of it as like drawing on a penny. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. So if every Satoshi, a sat of Bitcoin, kind of you're minting on a Satoshi, and really it's, I don't want to get too technical, but it's a group of Satoshis, like 540 or something. Actually, no, that's not even right. Don't
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, you're storing the art into the Bitcoin network. So as opposed to like having an IPFS link and an NFT like points to that picture. So, there's different ways of like doing stuff. You can have like dynamic art, like art living on the blockchain that like uses the the meme pool, or uses the people transferring things like on the blockchain, and it triggers like the art changing. You can have these generative and dynamic artworks. You can have living things. You can have like a living artwork that they have this thing called Plantoid back in the day. This was like back in 2015, 16, where you fed the plant Bitcoin, and then it grew, and then I think then it able to spawn another plant. There's like these it's like this weird shit. It's art shit. So.
Okay, but how did they find out that you could print on a Bitcoin? Like,
so that's the thing. You're not printing on the Bitcoin. You're using this. Is what you're doing with Ordinals. You're putting the picture into the witness block. Then you're basically the Ordinals platform thing is like basically a side, like pictures is Bitcoin. Ordinals is right here, and it just uses the Bitcoin network to identify each Satoshi. So then you can trade the things that you stored in here. So it's like a tracker almost. Like before that. Yeah,
okay,
index system, exactly.
So that means someone can just make their own index system on the other side.
Sure, but it has to be a consensus, right?
Yeah,
consent. And that's what everything is anyway.
Is there a fucking like a bunch of people that are at the head of that Bitcoin thing that could say it's cool?
There's like 2 like smaller ones I can think of that, I mean, like if we're comparing, it would be like 99.9% Ordinals and 0.1% the other things. Like, so yeah, you can do it, but yeah, I don't think it's going anywhere at this point. Like, it's grown too big for that.
That's amazing, man.
And even if they did, they still have all this shit in there. So the new pointer system for, you're not gonna like railroad 2 years of people doing shit. You still have to point to that shit somehow. You have to index it. So.
Okay, what about I'm gonna ask this stupid questions. Who's this guy that invented it? Is it the NSA or what? Is someone in there or
Bitcoin?
What is it from aliens? What the fuck? Who made that shit?
That's a good question, there, DJ Qbert. That's a very good
By the way,
question.
these guys are fucking badass scratchers. These aren't just like crypto fucking nerds. These guys are scratchers and they can fucking cut it up.
Oh yeah, so we were talking about the DJ
Yeah.
Pepe. DJ Pepe is DJ Qbert. So DJ Qbert is DJ Pepe, kind of.
That was that. What year did you make that?
He didn't know it at the time.
Yeah, that's how we met. Because
Yeah.
this guy collected it and he was like, "Hey, look, they made a Pepe out of you," and I was like, "That,
You're like, "What the fuck,
hey,
that's me."
that's me." You know, scratching. They put my face with the Pepe fucking guy frog on it. Okay, I was like, "All right, okay, whatever." And he goes, "Well, it's worth a lot of money." I was like, "Oh, really?" And fucking, we started talking and shit. But what was I just saying about the fucking? Yeah. So did the NSA make it? Or the government make it? Is it fucking from outer space? What is Bitcoin?
I mean, there's a bunch of different theories. I personally think the NSA probably created it, and then it became like a dead program, and then some rogue workers maybe in the NSA took it and white-hatted it to get us out of.
So it's not that Satoshi Japanese guy, right?
I think Satoshi Nakamoto is probably an acronym, but no, it's not that. Not the meme guy. No.
Have you ever met that guy?
Yeah, yeah.
He's an actual
Dorian.
person. You
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
met
yeah,
him.
yeah. He's
No
cool. Yeah.
way.
Oh,
You
yeah.
met him.
Yeah.
Fucking. Did you take a picture of him?
Yeah.
Did you turn it into a fucking meme coin?
nah. I showed him because I drew a picture of him, and then so I gave it to him, and he signed it.
Okay, so if the NSA made Bitcoin, supposedly, if the NSA made Bitcoin, they also made XRP. What do you think about XRP?
No, they didn't make XRP.
They didn't make
No.
okay.
XRP was made by. Like this is the thing you gotta understand if we're talking about the Bitcoin and crypto. Like Bitcoin is the only one that is like legitimate in terms of like it's organic. It took years to like bootstrap. It took Silk Road to like show what, and somebody had to go to jail for 2 life sentences.
He
plus
got out,
25.
right?
He just got out, but
Woo!
pardoned by Trump. But it took that thing to show what Bitcoin could be used as money. Then it took a long. There's been like these leaps and roads and bounds, and also it's a proof of work. So you're using energy, which everything is energy. You're using energy to create value rather than saying, "Hey, buddy, here's this." Printed dollar bill I got. We got the army backs it. Like, this is something that can be a worldwide store of value currency, and something that we can build the financial system on top of because it's like a transparent system. Bitcoin, and it's proof of work. So like the more computational power you put to it, the more chance you have of mining the Bitcoin. There's XRP was created by like Garlinghouse and these guys. And they just created it, and then they took 70% of it, and they said, all right, it's on the market, and then they hold like 70% of the coin or some shit like that, or they sell some of it every now and then. So like, when XRP is worth like $4, like that dude I think is like the richest person in the world, like literally.
But isn't it BlackRock? Isn't those guys supposed to be like kind of like
XRP? I don't know I'm sorry, I don't know.
Ripple?
I'm sorry, Q. I don't know what their thing is.
I think we should refocus back onto art because this XRP rabbit hole is like you don't want to be
Okay, so
you don't want to be
basically,
walking
these
around
guys-
as DJ Qbert, the XRP fucking army going after
These
you,
guys,
boy.
the Bitcoin. These are the Bitcoin guys. So they said fuck XRP. Okay, that's good to know. I'd rather have more Bitcoin than XRP,
I mean,
of course.
there's
Yeah.
other coins that are okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about the crypto arts. Like Ethereum is good for that. Solana's good for meme coins. There's other shit that you can use. But like, as what is like, you could say you had some shit right now. You had like $10,000 to put into the cryptocurrency, and you had to go to jail for 15 years. Which one are you gonna pick? Like, this is the most
Yeah,
obvious
you're gonna go
answer
to the
ever.
for sure one.
Right.
For sure.
Well, so let's go back to like what proof of work is, right? If you think of like what he was saying is, it takes electricity to run the network. It's like when they first made the network, it was a loss leader in the sense that when people were running the network, they were putting their own money in to run the electricity to make the network live. The network itself is like the public library. It's the first public ledger that all people have access to, no matter what. The network is worldwide, international at this point, and it's run by the people. So as long as you're running the network, you're supporting the network. If you're buying the coin, you're supporting the network. If you're transacting on the coin, you're supporting the network. if you're trying to attack the network, you're supporting the network. So it's without getting too deep into it, it is backed by energy in the sense of how Scrilla was saying everything is energy, and like the most valuable thing on the planet is time, and technology is a solution of moving time. So if you think of like a salt shaker or like a cup, like those are like early technologies where like the shape of the cup manipulates how fast the liquid goes into your mouth, which changes the flavor of what you're drinking from the cup. Or like the number of dots on a salt shaker manipulates how much salt can come out of that shaker. So you're literally manipulating time with energy through technology, and that's what Bitcoin is you're manipulating time with energy. And because you're incentivized with the reward, it's gonna incentivize you to find the cheapest energy to reap the benefits of the reward. So that incentivizes free energy. So it is actually technology that like moves the whole progression of energy networks forward for like mankind.
What countries got? What countries use Bitcoin?
Every single country in the world has Bitcoin.
For real?
Yeah.
But what strictly country uses it like as a national currency?
Well, San Salvador has a pseudo, like they say it's like a national currency.
How's that working out for them?
It might be like a quote unquote national currency, but I don't think it's everywhere. Like,
how's it working for them?
I think it's pretty good.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
so like, I haven't been there, but I know a lot of Bitcoiners that have gone down there, and they live there and they enjoy it. It's the beach town. Like, I mean, crime's going down a lot. I don't know what the hell's going on down there, what kind of magic's going on down there, but yeah,
what about this? I'm gonna get off the subject. What, I know you don't want me to be out, but what is the quantum financial system? Does that have anything to do with Bitcoin? Quantum financial system. You guys ever heard of that?
Quantum financial.
Okay, never mind.
Well,
Yeah.
that's like a loaded.
Okay.
yeah, I know.
Quantum financial.
Quantum
I'm sorry, no more quantum. Yeah, I know my name starts with a Q.
DJ Quantum.
So we got a project coming out, and we were thinking about the name. Also, what about the quantum scratch cards? They were like, hell no. So we might call it scratch sculptures because they're like every card is a different sculpture of scratching. Maybe that might be it. But is that going to be on the ordinals? Is that what we want to do? What's the plan with that? Are we going to go that route? What do you think?
Yeah, we're gonna put those on the they're gonna be on Bitcoin.
So you guys have seen those cards I've been making. Like every day is a scratch for 1 year, the whole year of scratching. That's what we're talking about. How are we gonna put that out?
Speaking of legends, Qbert also is a legend, right? That's why y'all are tuned in here. So if you think about Qbert's history and his legendary status, it only makes sense that actually this is a use case right here that you can witness following him and following this channel and following Twitch and seeing him publicly, verifiably mint his book of scratches, his scratch sculptures, his 365. 13 months is what?
I
How many
think
days
it's
is
a
that?
365, but then there's one more day because it's a leap year this year.
So it's a scratch a day for a full year, and each scratch card, each scratch is put into a card like collecting cards, but each card's unique, and it has the it's basically like a kung fu manual of like how to scratch, and it's the legend Qbert himself.
It's really their idea.
And
I'm just like, okay, fuck it,
you're
I'll
gonna
do it. A
witness
library
him
of scratches. Let's go.
basically using Bitcoin and the Ordinals protocol to create like a legacy of his book of scratches that are going to be on an immutable public ledger that like will be around forever as long as Bitcoin's around.
Yeah, what do you think about that? What if an EMP fucking hits the earth and then that shit's gone? Is that true? What do you think about
I mean,
that?
we're all fucked. Like, if EMP hits, like, everything is fucked.
Everything's fucked,
your
not just the
NFTs.
fucking-
NFTs are least to your concern, bro. The internet, like, people are like, what if the internet goes down? What's wrong with Bitcoin? Like, bro, the internet goes down. Like, there's a lot of shit going down. The power grid goes down, anything. And on top of that, Bitcoin is tradable physically. So, like, it's just math. So, Bitcoin is math. So, like, as long as you could solve the equation, you can still create more Bitcoin.
Do you have your shit in a fucking like a Binance thing, or do you have the wallet thing?
We don't have any Bitcoin.
I don't have much Bitcoin. I have a lot of rare Pepes. A lot of rare Pepes.
Oh, okay. You put them in that. Now, do you have those in a physical wallet, or do you put it on a fucking?
No, so like I've got a secret like plan that I have.
Give me advice. Where should I put my shit,
right.
or should it just not even tell them?
Yeah, like it's
What
like
would you guys? What would you?
The most important thing, if you have something you're holding long term, is like cryptocurrency, is create the hardest way for somebody to find it, but easy enough for you to find it.
How do you do that? How do you fucking? This is just
actually,
info for you.
You gotta
guys.
set it up the hardest way for you to fucking find it. Because everybody that I know that it was too easy for them to access, they just go to the strip club. So what will keep you away from like being able to access it and forget about it? A lot of people just give it to their wives, but that depends on how good your relationship is. But you know what I mean. But you wanna get it far away from you.
But what do they? What is it? Do they put it in a wallet, or what is they?
So like, it's a responsibility to be your own bank. I mean, that's like I think what we're saying is like, you know, you have to be responsible. It's like you might have a little bit on your phone for like doing like some stuff on.
Oh, you can mix it up.
You might have a couple $100 on
Gotcha.
your phone. Then you might have like more like a softer wallet where, you know, it's on your computer or it's on a Chromebook or something. And then you might have a ledger or a Trezor. Then you might have a steel plated thing. Then you might have like, you know, other stuff where, you know, then you start making like puzzles and like things like to, you know, scavenger hunts. Honestly, like I mean.
But what are they hunting for? How do they get it?
Well, it's just like the more you have, the more like OPSEC you have to have, like, you know, or security.
But what I'm saying,
guns,
where is it stored at, or like that? Like, what is it? A seed phrase?
Oh, so you don't actually ever have any Bitcoin on the like Bitcoin is not like a thing. Like we say you own the Bitcoin, and you can put Bitcoin on the physical thing like we're talking about, but it's really just you have unspent UXTOs, unspent transactions, and that's really what you're collecting and trading. It's like the Bitcoin network.
Oh. Well, I mean, I have a friend, DJ Hypnotize. You guys know him. He says, don't leave it on like Binance or whatever you got there. Put it in a fucking wallet thing.
He's right. Like,
do you recommend one of those wallets?
Yeah.
What's the best one?
It's hard for me to recommend. I like Trezor because it's open source.
Trezor.
Ledger, you know, is really good. Everybody uses that, but they've had some, you know, leaks and some weird stuff over the years. Like I don't know. It's best to, like, you know, have your own Bitcoin core running it and then having it in there, to be honest with you. And keeping it off in exchange, like using it, you need to use the exchange for liquidity, and maybe you want to keep a little bit on there in case you want to sell it really quick or something. But if you're holding it, you definitely don't want to keep it on exchange. That's like the whole opposite reason of using Bitcoin. It's like to get out of using the banking system and all that stuff, and not, you know, to have. That's another thing. Is like they have to have Bitcoin on the books to sell it. So like, you know, with the banks, like they're taking, you know, creating money out of thin air, right? Like they're taking, you don't even have to have money in the bank, I don't think, and they can loan against it now. Like, but you can't, the more Bitcoin you take out, the less, I don't know where I'm going with this, but the less basically they can, what am I trying to say? They can, yeah, basically like the FTX shit and all that stuff. Like that's how all that stuff happens. Like you have all these like third party, like, holders of your stuff, and they're doing stuff with it and doing these stupid debts and trades and shorting, and the market goes down and they're left their pants down, and you lose your Bitcoin, you lose your Ethereum, etc.
Which that's a good point with like the FTX crash. If you actually look at what happened with the FTX crash,
when did that happen?
In Terra Luna, what, 2 years ago?
Oh, okay, I thought the one like last night or whatever. Did you see that shit last night? The fucking thing, Bitcoin went up and then just whoop. I thought you were talking
That's
about
just like shorts and leverage trading, basically. But long story short, it's like with anything else. If you have something valuable, what do you do with it? You just try to make it so no one else knows that you have it and like can't get it. It's like valuable, so you'll figure it out. I mean, if you have like a fucking couple $100, you're not worried about a hardware wallet, software wallet. You know what I mean?
Do you recommend something?
Do I recommend something?
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah, I'm like James Bond. You just memorize that in your head. And then you hope you never get Alzheimer's disease or concussion.
Shit. Yeah. You can forget your seed phrase and shit. These guys know what's up. All these people are commenting. They kind of know what's going on.
A question from the audience?
Yeah, look at this guy. He said cold storage. This guy said he's correct. Trezor, Ledger. Man, they got to like
Yeah, see,
A
you
lot of
guys-
smart people.
You got a good view. That's a good.
I mean,
there
it's
you
like,
go.
I guess scratchers, they're fucking more technical with the equipment. They're like, yeah. Do you guys do also coding too?
Nah.
No? It's like fucking
Chat GPT.
Yeah,
code.
Chat GPT coding, okay. What do you think about Grok, Chat GPT, and what's that other one? DeepSeek? Is there like gonna fucking?
I haven't used DeepSeek.
Is it getting more advanced and shit?
Yeah, it's getting crazy advanced. I mean, I use the AI every day for some reason. Like even if it's just like creating a new bedtime story to read to my kid every night and
What?
shit. Like what do you want to read about tonight? He's like, no. I'm like, like let's read about that. You know what I mean? Like you can like create on the fly.
Oh, that's crazy.
stories.
You tell them about the AI music.
Yeah, and so AI. Yeah, obviously AI music.
Dude, your last album was fucking crazy fire, man. That shit was.
Thank
And
you,
you said
sir.
some of it was made by AI.
Well,
I was like,
just-
because
I'm
I always do
using-
that. What drum machine you use? And he was like, nah, man, I mixed up
So-
all kind of shit with it.
Yeah, I'm using AI as an instrument. You know what I mean? Like, so like in my opinion, like AI is good enough where, digging in the crates is, I spend a long time driving around digging in the crates, going to fucking rat piss places, and you know what I mean? Like we've dug through all the fucking records, guys. Like I mean, not all of them, obviously. I'm not trying to be that guy. I still love digging for records, and I want to find that record always, but. We're to that point where like we had 99%. So like with AI now, you can actually get these one-of-one kind of samples just by like prompting them if you know what you're doing, and you can get good samples. Like I'm not like what I mean? Like
Can you
heard
tell us
the
what you
music.
use, or is it like that's?
No, I mean like you can use your own shit. You can use Udio, you can use Suno, but
And
Udio is probably the best one.
how do you
for
spell
like a
that?
commercial one. Udio. But yeah, dude, like Oh yeah, Udi, yeah. But it's just like like when Serato came out, I was late to Serato because I hated it. Because I was like, bro, I'm fucking fine. I'm gonna carry my crates forever.
I
Like,
was grumpy about it.
yeah, and I remember like moving to Atlanta and like going over to the vinyl store because I had a DJ that night, and they're like. I was like, what new record? New records? What you Serato, motherfucker. And I'm like, here we are. I gotta go get Serato. Like, I mean, I was late to that shit because I hated it. Like even Fruity Loops, like that type of shit. I was like, man, I ain't doing that shit. And then finally, I got into Fruity Loops. Oh, this shit's dope. It's like people are always turning their fucking nose at new shit, bro. Like I'm telling you now, like you could be a hard body and be like old school. I respect it, but definitely the AI like workflow with AI is. Art and music is definitely like you can
Damn,
use it
that's
to
the
your
new
advantage.
shit with DJing now. Wow.
Yo, bro, even with art, like if I'm drawing, like
Yeah.
if I want to prompt, like I need to like in the old school, you go to like Google and you search like I need to get a person with a profile, like and try to find something close. But now you can just prompt it and be like, I want to do this with a monkey, da da da, and then you got it, and then you can kind of like now you have like this thing to work from that you would have to like spend like just for like what I mean, just from like drawing like your profile picture or something like that, you know what I mean, like. So like just using your advantage at that at the minuscule
That's
level.
smart, man. That's
Here
smart.
you go again. Time, energy, technology.
Time, energy, technology. What is that? The formula for what? Like that's what you're trying to compress or something? Explain that. That's really important.
Well, we were just talking about like Bitcoin and peer-to-peer exchange. Yeah,
Ah,
redundancy.
right. Yeah.
The
So-
most invaluable thing you have is your time.
Like rubbing sticks together or just get a fucking match.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Wouldn't you
Yeah.
want to just get the fucking lighter?
A lighter. Yeah.
And
Okay.
It's like if you can't, to be a great artist or to be great at anything, you have to learn the rules to break them. That's when you become great, right? Like when you start evolving the culture or the craft that you're doing because you've learned the rules. Now you're able to evolve by breaking that rule because you know it well enough that this thing has a lane. And it's the same thing. Like I mean.
We got a question in the audience. What's bricks versus the dollar?
I mean,
Isn't bricks like not? That's not no
brick-
Bitcoin, huh?
BRICS
No.
is like China, Russia.
Oh, okay.
Brazil, conglomerate.
So what do you think about Trump making Bitcoin the national currency? Is that right? It's gonna be because they went to Fort Knox and all the gold was gone. He was like, man, what the fuck?
Yo, what?
So they're like, fuck it. We're gonna make Bitcoin the gold back, whatever. What do you? I mean,
Yo,
like,
if he made
backing of gold,
so
whatever.
like, that would be great if Bitcoin backed a dollar, 100%.
that's just what he just said.
But if
Trump just said that because they went to Fort Knox and it was all stolen. He's like, fuck it. That's what he just said. It was in the news like yesterday.
if the gold was all stolen, we'd be fucking like missiles would be flying everywhere. Right now.
I'm sure they know where it is. They got the fucking Elon satellites.
Yeah.
He just hit it. It's
Got
red bricks.
Yeah.
Speaking of, if anybody got any questions, ask these guys right now. These guys are fucking brainiacs on the fucking the new technology of the future.
And speaking of the new technology for music, and some of y'all know, it's like obviously in the comments like about this, we have a new audio thing on Ordinals where it's 40% less file size called Opus files, and you're able to create generative music by creating like way less cost. We're gonna be putting it out soon. It's called Beat Blocks. So if you want to follow along, just look at Beat Blocks BTC on Twitter.
And what's that all about again?
It's basically like it's a new way to do a revenue. I think anyway, my pitch is like it's a new revenue model for an artist. You got your show money, your streaming money's gone down a lot, in sales money obviously over the years. You got your show, you got your tangible goods, you know what I mean? You got your licensing, publishing, etc. So this is like a fifth thing I think that is a new model is like a generative music model. So like, say for instance, like you got you had like, let's say you just had some loops. You had like 3-minute loops. All of them are 3-minute loops. We'll make it easy right here. You can get more crazy, but it's easy. You had 3-minute loops, and you did like 100 different like 2-second or 4-second, 2, 4, 8 bar scratches, right? And then you inscribed the smallest amount of that beat. So if the beat is like a simple beat, let's say it's like a 8-bar loop throughout the whole thing, like this record right here, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
It's like a 4-bar loop. So like if you just took that 4-bar loop and inscribed it, it's like a very small cost because you're just taking 4 bars. Then you can we wrote code in the browser that plays back the song. So the loop will just play back, endlessly, really, at the, zero pauses, anything like that. And then, yeah, so it's recursively playing it back. And then with the scratches, then you can like go in and like those scratches could generally like basically populate outputs that have the scratches all over, like all different places. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can make a billion different outputs with your scratches because you can make like, you can also control the sequences. So it can be like a 2-bar, 4-bar, 8-bar, and then 32-bar, and then 24-bar. Anyway, you can make these basically like music projects, out of like something. Say you have a commercial release and you want to like remix the project or remix the album or like have more like, different interpolations of the bass and the drums and da-da-da, then you can output them and then people can collect them and kind of, that's our idea with music. We think like that's like the future of music is like, this is gonna be like a new project for artists in the, underground, independent for sure, because you don't have to answer anybody, but even the mainstream, we feel like it would be a great project for like artists to kind of like take music in a new direction and make it collectible as well, and like super fan type things like rare and different like rarity traits and stuff like that. So you kind of turn this music into like these collectibles as well, and like it's kind of like I think it's like musicians' turn again, man, because like musicians like had it going so good up until like the 2000s, and then and not that it's bad, but the money sales is what I'm talking about. Like that revenue stream with streaming like really fucked things up for some artists. So it's another model.
And that actually is a good reiteration of why Bitcoin is important and why I think getting involved with ordinals and getting involved with tokenizing things and experimenting is important, because if you look at what happened with art, it's like the past, almost 15 years was like the dematerialization of the world. So you had like Airbnb is like a hotel company with no hotels. Uber is a taxi company with no cars. Amazon is like an everything store with no stores. Music, iTunes, like Apple, is a media company with no media. But what they did is they set up these highways that you have to pay to play. So if you don't pay to play on their highway, then you're shit out of luck. But now we have a decentralized network that's a layer 1 highway. So everyone can use the Bitcoin highway to distribute and reap the benefits as a creator, where now you don't have to mess with the centralized highways. And that's kind of like what we're living now, is like the decentralizations of things. And like throughout history, things get centralized, decentralized, centralized, decentralized. And it's like files getting compressed and uncompressed, compressed and uncompressed. And we're in a season now where everything is getting decentralized because the world got dematerialized and everything got overly centralized and fuck the balance.
Would you say that's that 2,000-year cycle? Or
Yeah,
something?
that I was about to say that's the fourth. It's like it's like there's a few cycles happening on all at once right now. Like there's like that 2000 cycle, like the back to Japan shit, right? You're talking about there's some like Eastern philosophy, the same type of thing I'm about to say. The
It's
fourth.
like the reset or whatever. And
Yeah.
They fucking start them.
And then the
mud
fourth,
flood
the
and
fourth
shit.
turning on the micro level is like every 80 years. You know, like you got World War II, and then you go back to the Civil War, and you go back to independence, and at least in America. And then, so we're right on the cusp of that as well. And on the point of what you're saying, like I agree. Like I think we're either we have like two paths. It's going to be either like the Great Reset or the Great Awakening. And like the Great Awakening is like coming back to like that
Right now, yeah.
decentralization, like humanity, and not this post-apocalyptic like vision. And then I think the Great Reset is more like the WEF like controlled like own nothing and
There's a better term for Great Reset. There's another better word for that.
probably, yeah, but it's like the Black Mirror episodes type shit.
That's my favorite show, Black Mirror.
And that's gonna be like some shit that brings like the Dark Ages, I think. You know what I mean? Like a next like Dark Ages. So fuck that.
He got a question. Why is Rarible no longer app supported? Do you know? He goes, I don't even know if it was even.
Yeah, I don't know if it was ever apps where maybe I haven't used Rarible in like 5 years, to be honest with you.
What do you use?
So like he's talking about tokenizing on Ethereum.
Yeah, what's your favorite sites to go
I
to?
use Manifold to tokenize on Ethereum now, because you look at Manifold.xyz for anybody that doesn't know, but you have your own contract. So if you have like your ENS name like DJ Qbert.eth or RareScrilla.eth, then you'd mint from that wallet, because then it's like showing that you own that name, it's yours, blah blah. There's a little bit of social consensus involved in all this as well. Because like obviously like he could buy, if he didn't know Qbert, he could buy Qbert's name and be like, I'm DJ Qbert.eth, and if Qbert didn't say no, it's not him, then he could fool everybody for a second, right?
Someone was really nice on my TikTok. Somebody stole my name, TikTok, and then they fucking put DJ Qbert. There's a gang of fake DJ Qberts there, but. So I had to put DJ Qbert 1. This one guy on ETH said, "Yo, I got DJ Qbert.eth." He gave it to me for free.
That's dope.
So some people are cool. Some people are like, man,
I
they're
did
DJ
that for a few
Qbert.
cats too. I bought a few like rappers' names I was working with like a few years ago, like Rome Streets for him. I bought his joint. I was like, "Yo, Rome, you gotta take this."
You gave it to him, huh?
Yeah, just take it.
That's very kind
and,
of you.
And like back then, bro, like that's before back when transaction fees were fucking stupid, bro. Like now transaction fees are like, if you're gonna mint anything, do it now. It's free pretty much. When things like the blockchain is like it's a public ledger. It's like the more people that come to the town hall that using the blockchain actively, the higher everything is. Prices go up. When people aren't using it as much, then the prices are low, and that means that like when you're talking about minting crypto art or transacting on the chain or sending money, etc. It's best to use it when nobody is using it, because it's going to be lower transaction costs. And like back in the NFT bubble in 2021, I mean, you would pay I wasn't involved in this, but there's degens out there paying $4,000 or $5,000 to get a gas fee through a transaction fee through just to mint some fucking stupid like cartoon dinosaur that they're trying to flip for like 50 grand like right away, because the other person couldn't get on the whitelist type shit. And that's the Ponzi-nomics of the shit too. And it's weird, man. To go on a tangent, it's kind of weird because Bitcoin. The reason I got on Bitcoin is because what we talked about earlier is like the decentralization, the cypherpunk shit, like the peer-to-peer, the solving the general Byzantine problem with money and third parties and all this stuff. It solved all these fucking problems. It was a revolution. I think Bitcoin literally is like, it's going to be known as like the most revolutionary money after, the next history talks about. This is the next wave. And all the other crypto, which I play with all the other crypto and use it, but it's not. Where was I going with this, bro? We smoked a lot of weed tonight. Holy shit!
Can I ask you a question? Can we talk about the fucking expensive ass NFT you own, or no?
Huh?
Should we talk about your super duper expensive NFTs, those Pepes that you got? Can we talk about those or no? Oh yeah.
I sold it. So like, no, you could talk about it because I didn't
Okay.
sell it. Like,
What was your
listen.
most expensive shit you ever had?
No, listen. That's what I'm
See
saying.
that they're trying to be like down to earth and be
No,
like quiet about it.
Look, Q. What I'm saying is that I sold these cards. Like this is what I'm saying. When we first started, we were making them. And if we sold one for $15 or $50, we'd be ecstatic. We're like, oh shit, I sold a digital thing. This is in 2016 before anybody like NFT wasn't even a word, and we were really just trying to like fuck around and find out what we were doing. So I sold the ones we were talking about in the car, the cash money joints. I sold 4 out of the 5 for like $50 each, and you know, they went on the market for, you know, several of them. I think one of them sold for 1.5 million, one sold for 1.2 million, another one sold for like 750,000 or something. And I don't. There's no royalties for that or anything. Like I don't. Like I don't know if you guys ever heard of NFTs and royalties, but like on Bitcoin, so far there's really not been a royalty network, so you didn't get royalties on it.
So that's a good segue into how legendary this man is, because that $50 transaction had to happen for it to get to a $1 million transaction later. Like that's the thing that people have to understand is people like Scrilla help lay down the foundation. So like people always joke about the pizza guy, like who sold who bought a pizza for like hella Bitcoin. People are like, that's like a fucking $1 billion pizza. What an idiot. But actually, it was the first transaction ever, like IRL transaction.
How much did that cost
So,
back
like,
then? How much was that Bitcoin worth back then? What he
$40.
bought?
It was like $40.
He bought a pizza for $40?
Yeah.
It was 2 pizzas.
2 pizzas.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. But it was Bitcoin money.
Yeah, but it was the first transaction on IRL.
Mhm.
So you have to think of like the significance of that's invaluable. So it's not really
Yeah,
like.
somebody had to come and step their foot and do that.
Yeah.
So even for anybody else to understand like what that
So
was.
it's
then
not
how
like
mu-
he just sold somebody $1 billion.
How much would that be worth now?
Like a bill.
Bill.
Yeah, a bill.
$1 billion.
Yeah. So like
What
what
year
we're
was that?
saying is like
12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Yeah.
13 years ago.
Fuck.
14 years ago. I don't know.
you were still a baby.
Okay, real quick before you go anywhere, how the fuck did they know to use Bitcoin? You ever ask those guys, did that shit come from the military, NSA, or the fucking aliens, or what?
No,
did
it's
they
like-
ever ask that guy? Anybody interview that?
Nope.
How the fuck did he know to fucking even use Bitcoin?
Because all right, there's a
Who gave that shit to
there's
him?
a cypherpunk mailing list. Like so, Bitcoin is the final boss of like several, like a dozen failed digital currencies dating back to the early '90s.
I
You
didn't
what
know
I mean?
that.
Yeah, it's like David Shawm and all these people. Like
Even Elon Musk was involved.
yeah, Elon Musk was on the list. Jack
Oh,
Dorsey was on the list. Like all these people were on that list. Like so like. They mailed it out and they showed these cypherpunks like, yo, I have this fucking peer-to-peer shit. We did this. Check it out. This is in October of 2008.
Wow.
And then in January 3rd, 2009, that's when the first block was mined. And then it was anybody could have done it, but you had to, you know, be retarded enough, honestly, to go down that rabbit hole at that time.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, as more people did it, and then like the libertarians really caught on. Like really, like people on the edge of society. Libertarians, people who are fighting for freedom, they're the ones. Bitcoin was very like thud rumble back in the day, you know what I mean?
Dirt
Like,
style.
It's suits and shit like that, but like
Uh-huh.
you know, there's still a core that believes like the core values of Bitcoin, I think.
This guy's got a question. Who is Cypherpunks? Fugwell is asking.
Who is Cypherpunk? It's like
He wants to get on that mailing list.
yeah, nah, it's like a bunch of like nerd brainiac computer diddlers.
Were you on it, or you got it? You got
No,
it
I
later?
was not. No,
Okay.
bro, I'm not. Fucking, it's like yeah, it's
What's an ethos?
It's like, you know, like the Anon mask, like the Guy Fawkes mask. It's like
right,
that. That's
right,
like
right.
kind of like the symbol for like cypherpunk. You know, Edward Snowden's cypherpunk.
Oh, okay. Wow. Have you ever met him, Edward Snowden?
Nah.
No. Okay. Fuck, that's crazy.
Have you?
Fuck no. I only know you guys in that whole
I
scene.
saw Edward Snowden speak at a conference one time. Like on big, he was live speaking. But what's the name? What was his nickname? You know,
Who is?
Cincinnati.
Can you explain who that guy is? Edward Snowden. Was he a good guy, a bad guy? Was he a spy? What was?
I mean, it depends who you ask. I think
Was
it
he a good guy,
He
like a white hat, a black hat?
Yeah, it depends who you ask, but he exposed what the government and what was really going on with a lot of things by going in as under this guise of being a government contractor, which he was, I guess, but he also got busy. Like, what's that? I saw some movie. He used to go by that screen name Cincinnati, I think, and There's a movie about it. It's pretty interesting. I can't remember.
Is there any like?
Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, is Snowden a
Okay.
good guy, bad guy, a black hat, white hat? What is Snowden now?
I think now he's considered pretty good by most people, but I think that, it's definitely like a faction like neocons and a bunch of people that don't like him still. I don't know. What does the chat think? What's
A lot of these
Snowden?
people are fucking. They know what's up and shit in the chat. They're really smart. Julian Assange. Now is that guy a good guy, bad guy? What
Yeah,
is-
same thing. Good guy. Like he exposed. Like again,
He
but
exposed
it depends who
somebody.
you ask, because he exposed, and then people in the State Department overseas got killed because maybe his names got leaked. You know.
We're gonna get this YouTube channel banned
I
today.
think
so-
I think both of them are good people though.
We got a new.
idea who any of these people are.
Remember that whole fucking that last fucking 5 years was the cancel culture shit. We got a new sheriff in town. I want you to ban us so we can fucking get paid and shit. Ban us, motherfucker.
Yo, if your NFT gets banned, it goes up in value.
Is that right? Ban us then. Let's do this. But then, Trump went to, remember those fucking, how you call those people that their houses got burned and shit in L.A.? Trump had an interview with all those people, and they said, who's the fucking insurance? They all fucking, now they're all going to get paid and shit.
Wait, so audience, you guys have a question for Qbert?
So let's read the chat. We got Fugwell. What's up, DJ? On Q is in the house. Sunar. If you guys just joined us, we got fucking, these guys are scratchers, fucking badass producers too. They work with top of the line MCs and they make dope ass beats and they can cut it up like fuck. But they're also
Legendary Rare Scrilla.
legendary rare Scrilla.
Where can the audience hear your music?
He's the first. If you guys just joined us, he's the first guy to put music on fucking NFT. He calls it crypto art. What do you
Yeah.
think about all that? Where can they find
Crypto
you?
art, baby. You can look at Rare Scrilla or DJ J Scrilla or
Is that
we also
Instagram?
did stuff. We did an album with Benny the Butcher. We did an album with Rome Streets, Uncle John.
So yeah, he produces for
K-Beta.
Benny the Butcher.
Bunch of people. Yeah, and Qbert, he's gonna be scratching
Oh
a
yeah,
couple of beats, right?
definitely. Well, I'll
Yeah.
do it. Yeah, we'll cut it up.
Yeah,
RareScrilla.com.
RareScrilla.com. I got a new book with a bunch. So I draw and I make music. I got a book with a bunch of drawings that's on sale there. I got like 5 records left from my Sound Money album. That's the last 5 up there, so they're a little expensive. And yeah, check that out. And follow crypto art and not. If you're gonna get into this shit, get in the right way. Like, not like the money way. Like, don't come in and try to gamble your way to the top. Like, figure out what's going on. You actually can make more money just like participating somehow in these like chains, especially these new chains, and just getting airdrops and getting like alpha on like new things and all that shit. But like, know that Bitcoin's the core of all this. Ethereum, Solana, all that stuff. Like, it's cool for like some shit. But
This guy got a good question. Have you ever met Matt Fury?
no, not in person. I've talked to him when I got
Talk to him like what, on the phone or?
no on
Chat?
DMs and I don't think we ever did this.
He's from the Bay here, huh?
Yeah, he's from there. I got a Matt Fury piece.
Have
in
you
my
met
house.
him? Oh shit. Oh, Mars One knows him. Oh shit. And yeah, if you just joined us, this is Loopsdigi. He's got the first NFT restaurant in Frisco. He's got 2 NFT coffee shops. Man, how many fucking places do you own? Oh yeah. See, look, he's too humble. He's like,
I was gonna talk about. They're not NFT coffee shops.
We found this guy on the street.
I don't even know this guy, man. He's a mic holder.
We don't even know what the word NFT is. No, but what Skrilla is saying is true. If you're trying to get into this whole thing, it's just like with scratching and why you follow Qbert and why you're listening to this is like follow it with like love and creativity and like being useful and like contributing to the community, and like you'll learn a lot. It's a great solution to. It's a great vehicle to like help distribute your creativity. And like if you weren't here from the beginning, we're talking about making crypto art and then using Bitcoin in particular as a way to like transact.
It's amazing. You guys are like, they don't want to talk about it. They're like multimillionaires from it, but they're scratch DJs.
No, we're not.
Super. These guys are
We're
super.
not.
I might. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I got family and kids.
Okay, no,
if I had any
yeah.
money, they
Not
would
there.
have gotten it all.
Never mind. I'm
If
just
I was
kidding.
If
I'm just
I
kidding.
had that much money, I wouldn't be sitting here right now, sandwiched between 2 dudes.
But what can they find you, Loops? He also, if you want some mixes done, this guy fucking mixed my album,
Just hit
Wave
me up
2.0.
Just hit me up on X, Loopsdigi.
This guy fucking is dope ass Mix engineer and shit.
Yeah, loops
They
are
both
dope.
make beats. What's your favorite drum machines? Let's go to some hip hop questions.
MPC 2000 XL.
How about you?
Honestly, MPC 1000. That's been like my go-to for so long.
That-
It's more about like the flow because you just use it so much.
That's
know?
Large Professor. He loves it. He pulled that out of his backpack. He's like, "This is all you need, MPC 1000." Blah, and he still uses it to this
Damn,
day.
son.
Yeah.
I had a 1000 for a short time.
Do they sound different?
Yeah, like there's definitely like a different output from like the like the more like the Roger Lynn style machines. But I don't know. Lynn didn't make the 2000 XL. No, he made the 3000.
He made the
and
3000,
60.
the 60 and the 3000.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's definitely a different sound. Like between the generations, like the 1000, 2500, like those are different than like the 2000 and 2000 XL, 100%.
You know the story about the Lin 9000, and then he made he went to MPC and made the 60 and the 3000 on accident. He made the bass fatter on accident, which is good for
On
hip hop.
accident?
On accident.
I
Yeah.
have that Lin 9000 drum machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have that?
Yeah.
That's the shit
Yeah.
right there. Fuck yeah.
I when I first got it, I was using it, but then I don't know.
You got the sampler in the
Stuff.
back? There's a hole to make it sample in the back. That's the magic right there.
I've got.
It says
Hold on,
AD
we're talking
converter.
about the same thing. It's like Roger Lynn's first drum.
Yeah,
machine,
Lin.
right?
Oh, you're talking about the Lin drum or the Lin 9000?
It is a Lin drum.
Lin drum. Okay, that's just that doesn't sample.
Clone?
Does it sample though?
I don't know if it samples, but it's supposed to sound exactly the same.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm more of a.
Let me
I like
see
I
a
like the
little
sampling shit where you can sample 16-bit to 12-bit. Look at this guy right here. This guy said, "Ask them about teenage engineering." You guys know that?
Oh yeah, their shit's dope.
Yeah.
Teenage.
Teenage
Teen-
engineering. It's more like the form factor and like.
Or grab the
it's
mic.
Like it's more that it's like, teenage engineering. They make like the OP1. It's the synth with the sampler. You've seen it, like the white keyboard. That's like this.
What's so
big.
good about that? Is it like low bit
It's
quality?
the form factor. Like they make the design. It's like all about the design. But the sound quality's sick. They just came out with the new one.
What does it do though? Does it sample? Yeah.
yeah.
Fugwell has
Me and
one.
you were talking about
Yeah,
it.
you were talking about
Yeah,
it. This
yeah,
guy
yeah.
was asking. The guy that's asking has one.
But like for like fidelity wise, like the Prophet sampler, that is the same shit as the 440. You know, my Prophet rock rack.
That's the shit,
That thing
man.
is the shit for
Hell yeah!
drums.
Thank you for telling me about that.
I'm still all outboard. I'm still like old school and all outboard.
Dude, the new shit you're coming out with is so fucking dope,
I've
bro.
tried,
It's
man.
so good, dude.
I'm just too.
Where can they hear that? You guys got to hear this shit. Where can they hear that? Remember?
right now?
Yeah.
Play what?
Play some of your shit. Like, where can we find it? Like, if I go online right now. Damn, man, it's crazy. And you said you made some of it was AI enhanced or some shit.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, search.
What's the website?
42069.
How do I?
Like wherever you stream. Like go to YouTube.
YouTube. All right, we're gonna go to YouTube right now. I want to check this out. I'm going to YouTube right here. So, before I met these guys, like I said, if you guys just joined us, I didn't know anything about crypto art, NFTs, whatever. And then Loops, this guy right here, was telling me about it as we were mixing my Wave Twisters Origin album down. He's like, "Yo, Scrilla just made a card out of you. He made a rare Pepe. Was it a rare Pepe or rare Pepe out of your face?" And I'm scratching and stuff. And then he made another one for Rakim with the mic, and he had a Pepe face. And there was a Ken Swift, was it the b-boy?
No. Actually, I don't know.
Or some b-boy. And then there was another graffiti one. Who
the
did
graffiti one was like my boys from Staten Island, RCA crew.
So those are you made 4 cards, a hip hop
Yeah, it's
set.
like
That's
the
dope.
4 elements of Pepe, the 4 elements of hip hop. Because like Pepe at that
Sick.
time, exactly at that time, when we were making these rare Pepes, people started saying, "Oh, rare Pepe is racist, bro." And I'm like, "What are you fucking talking?"
Yeah.
about?
So to me, what I found out is it's a neutral thing. You can use it for any kind of free speech, right?
Yeah, like
And-
dog, like it's just like Bitcoin. Like the parallel to Pepe and Bitcoin is big because anybody can use Bitcoin, and it's all over the world. And everybody, you can be the worst person, you can be the best person. Same thing with Pepe, like a meme, like it's like the most used meme. It's probably been made more. There's probably been more Pepe drawings than Jesus Christ over the last 2,000 years, and like. You know, like the worst person and the best person can say that can make one. Like
Yeah.
you can make one that looks like whoever you want. You can make it look like Hitler. You can make it look like DJ Qbert. You know, it's up to you. It's Pepe is a mirror. It's a mirror in society. It's like if there's a lot of bad Pepes out there, there's probably like a bad energy in society. Real talk.
It's too real.
Yeah, so they're asking about the Discord. Remember we had a Discord and shit? So we probably going to go there when the cards come out.
We stopped using Discord once we heard that the Russian mafia was involved.
Is that right?
You know, they're saying that for a minute. Like Telegram. Oh, yeah, Telegram.
So I want to hear that track. Remember I fucking heard it in Miami at the Pepe conference, and then the shit was so fucking sick. There was a few of them. Like there was one, I think there was almost like some real melodic shit or whatever. I was like, yo, this is hypnotic. I want to hear that. Well, I'm on YouTube right now. What do I got to search?
429 rare Scrilla.
429.
No, 420, 69.
Two words or one word?
One word. Or two words.
Man, this shit is dope, man. I was like, how the fuck did you make that? And he said it was I asked him what drum machine it was. He was like, nah, I made this.
You could probably play the first song because it's got a human rapper and an AI rap. And like I wrote all the lyrics.
All right, tell me which one to click on.
So it was like Scrilla AI. Just click on the first
This
one.
one?
The polar bear state of mind.
Right here?
No. Go up. I'll see all. Or view all. The top one. Or you go to the one that you were in too.
Yeah.
Mimetically Royal.
I want to hear that one that was like super hypnotic. That one. Let's check it. Yeah. Which one? Let's play your favorite one.
The singer one?
Yeah, I think that might have been it.
That was the fourth turning.
And I said, who's the singer? And it was like, that was a fucking, how you call it?
Conversation keeps coming back.
Yeah, go to the fourth turning. Go down.
Right here?
No, down.
This one.
Down.
This one.
Down.
Oh, the fourth
It's called
turning.
the
Here we
fourth
go. See if you guys can see. This is a commercial. Hey, great stuff, dude. You should make commercials.
Hey, Disney Plus, you should stream the brand new daily sports show, SC Plus.
That's not it.
Still dope, though. Holy shit, that's dope.
Father, this paradigm.
Yo, that's dope. Even if this isn't it, this is still dope as fuck.
Perfecting pieces of Pepe, painted pristine, perfecting.
Okay, which one should I click on?
Go back here.
Where is it at? Go back. Okay, I think this might be it. So he even drew the art and all that shit. It already sounds dope. This is the one I said, holy shit. You fucking made this? Is that an AI too, the girl?
Yeah, the singer is AI.
What?
I wrote the lyrics that she sang.
What? The girl is an AI.
Post-apocalyptic hall, fake rares are plastered on the wall. The world was different, I recall. A new dawn we see clear through the shards of all our fears. Hold on tight, the end may near. The next turning, it's almost here.
I can't believe this is AI right now. What the fuck? What do you guys think in the chat? Is that good or what? Fuck.
Instruments of change we wield. Hidden truths are now revealed. Through the means our fate is sealed. Fake reality is almost healed. No more lies, the world will show. Hearts and minds begin to grow. In the dark a light will glow. Hope will rise like morning snow. A new dawn, we see it clear. Through the shards of all our fears. Hold on tight, the end may near. The next turning, it's almost here.
It's amazing, man. Congrats, bro.
Thank you, sir.
That is unheard of. No shit, man. Like, how the fuck? It sounds like, he said it sounded like a Japanese concubine. So So what did you do? You typed in fucking what? Like
I wrote the lyrics and I prompted the very first like 8 bars of that song is like a sample I had chopped up. It's not too chopped up, but it's like maybe like 2 parts of a beat I made, and I used that to prompt the music, and then I wrote a bunch of words. Like you gotta use prompt talk, and then depending on how you do it, but like you're prompting like the music every like 10, 15, 30 seconds, like, and like you gotta keep it takes like a long ass time to do it pretty good.
That's amazing. And you're always gonna have fucking haters. Look at this guy say, you're an artist, this isn't art. I mean, you're always gonna fucking have haters, man. And when I see Scratch, it was like, man, fuck, that ain't no musical instrument.
Yeah, and I feel comfortable because I can bang out a motherfucking beat on the hands. I can prompt one, and using the combination of both is, to me, is the next level.
It's still it's coming from your mind still. So fuck, that's props, man. Like just like you said, you could do it for reals. You could do it with the AI. You could do it with all this shit. Man, this is fucking awesome, man. Man, I'm blown away, bro. That sounds really good. I thought that was a real fucking singer. I was like, hey man, I need to hire your girl right here. I want to put her on one of my tracks.
That was amazing.
That was amazing.
Great example of using AI as an art tool.
And like that's the thing too. As a producer, I've produced like a lot of niche albums. Like I said, I did the Silk Road album. I did an album about Bitcoin. I've done, I did the Nas Illmatic remix shit with, we blah blah. We've done a lot of like these niche things, right? So with AI, I have to bring rappers in. I have to produce it. I have to go to, do all this stuff to do that. It's like with AI as a producer, and if I can write, then I can write exactly like what I envision on the song, and I can then work to get like that style, like pinpoint it more accuracy of what I like had envisioned, than trying to get somebody to come in and rap about, like, especially back in 2014, we did So Road album, like talking about like, make a song about Bitcoin, like. All the rappers are like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Scrilla? Like, I don't know the fuck. What are you talking about? Dark web? What is this?" And like, so some of them like had to like research and like, and like I talked about before, it's like, it's not like perfect. Like, if I would have done it, it would have been like way better, right? Like, because I know the subject matter. I'm not a rapper, so I guess that's what I'm trying to say. If you're a producer, you got creative ideas, even to bang out a song like that one, and then take it to a singer that has like that voice and be like, "This is kind of how the style I want it." Just blah blah. So you can use it a lot of different ways. There's so many ways to skin the cat, and like AI ain't going nowhere. You're using it for other shit. And like you're using it to master your music. A lot of you guys are using it to master your music. A lot of you guys are using programs in VSTs and all this stuff that have AI components. Like, so don't say you're not using AI if you.
I mean, look at these fucking haters and shit.
I love it, bro. Like, no, that's just, I
mean, it's just like haters here. It's like, fuck, you should listen to radio, fuck TV, fuck internet. You should just listen to walkie-talkies. Like, dude, what the fuck, man? You guys are on here right now and shit. We're using technology. We fucking loop beats here. We fucking scratch with there's fucking.
Yeah, that's like hating on like Madlib for loop digging. Like that's the same.
Yeah,
like there's people that hate on Madlib because these loop digs are a producer.
We're all using technology and shit. Like shut the fuck up and shit. Like
let's go.
It's fucking hilarious and shit. But anyway, yeah, man. It's like what we said earlier. Yeah, you gotta rub 2 sticks to make fire. Fuck those fucking matches. It's like it's the same shit.
Well, we got an album coming out, OT The Real, this spring, and we didn't use any AI on that, so you guys can listen to that if you're so AI retarded.
I want to learn that shit, too. I mean, shit, I could be like, I want the bass line to go, and fucking it does it for me that instead of hunting for this shit. That's dope, man. That's dope, man. Props.
Yeah, dog, like on another level, like real quick, if you got a song and like you need a fucking horn section, instead of going out and trying to find a horn section, you can prompt a horn section in your beat, and like I did that on the album. Like like a couple songs, like I prompted a guitar, I prompted the horn section I needed. So like it doesn't even make sense to me why you wouldn't embrace that. It's like that's like the most retarded shit I ever heard.
I know. I'm guilty of it too. I was like, fuck this digital shit. It's all about vinyl.
We all are, bro.
Yeah, we're all fucking like. Later you'll switch it up. You'll see how stupid you are.
The other thing you got to think about is, as the technology evolves and gets better, in like. Basically, it gives more access. So like Scrilla was saying, like you can just fucking get a whole horn section for like pennies, where before like you have to rent a studio, get it mic'd up, and cost hella money. So you're you're allowing creativity to be democratized like globally. So you could be in fucking East Bumfuck broke ass and get a whole horn fucking section.
Fucking incredible. So yeah, if you guys like us, once again, if you guys just joined us, fucking, we're coming out with some shit with the. If you guys haven't seen it, the scratch cards. It's like, man, I don't even know how many there are right now. I think we're past half a year, but it's like we have 120 more to go. Damn.
The scratch cards are.
That shit took forever and shit,
fire.
and then.
Let's play one more Scrilla track.
Yeah, man, I enjoyed it, man. Oh shit! Where? Oh yeah, I was gonna show you the scratch card, but I think they saw it already. I always fucking show this shit, but look at all this right now. Look, it's crazy. It's like fucking, how you call it?
They're all on YouTube.
They're all on YouTube, but also they're on YouTube on our shorts.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me see if I could play the thing right here. Stream jack. Oh, here you go. Here it goes. Boom. So if you can see it, if like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's a week. So that's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks. Basically, fucking, I think we did about, I'd say 60, 75% of the year. So we're almost at the last final stretch. About 100 more cards to go, and then it's like, that's a whole year. But it's like, they're all different cards, and it was a lot of work because I'm still doing them every day, like a new scratch every day. And then, of course, we do the basic scratches. I'm sure the most popular scratches will be the more expensive ones, like the baby scratch, the chirp, the transform. Those cards will be like more sought after, especially if you see a Pepe card like this guy right here. You see this guy on the right? There's a Pepe card right there. Here goes another Pepe card. And then Pepe has a teacher. His name is Kero Pepe. You know, the Japanese fucking frog. What's that guy? The Karope. From, what do you call it? The Sanrio. Yeah, where is that fucking guy at? He's in there somewhere. That's Pepe's teacher somewhere. But yeah. So I'm thinking, because it's a 13-month calendar, so we might start putting them out on April 1st. That's supposed to be the first year of the 13-month calendar, and they call it April Fools for a reason, because that's when the real first day of when the flowers come out. That's the first day of the year. But anyway, I think I like what Loop said. He said, let's play one more Scrilla track. That shit was fucking dope. I'm impressed, man. That shit is fucking, like, it sounds fucking really good. So yeah, we have legends in the house. Loops, why don't you tell me one more thing about Scrilla? Because, man, this guy is like your biggest fan, by the way. And you probably didn't know that. Did you? Did you know that? He's your fucking biggest fan.
I don't even know who I'm sitting next to.
Where's the mic at? Where's that mic at? So this guy told me all
I'm
about.
sitting next to the richest motherfucker. No, Skrilla's a legend. If you're just tuning in, he's been in the game for a minute. We just talked about, he did the first music, tokenized the first music.
Dude, what card was it that you tokenized the first music on? What was that card?
No, it was a whole mixtape.
The
Mixtape, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
And where can they find that? Ah, shit!
It's on Bandcamp, rarescrilla.bandcamp, or buy the token, and you get.
You can
the
still
card
buy
gives
the
you
token?
access. I think there's some available. On
The first
secondary.
fucking NFT with music on it is still available? Is that what you're saying?
Well, people like sell them.
Yeah, how much would that be by now?
I have no idea. I haven't looked. In a
What would you
while.
guess?
Probably a few $100s, I imagine.
That's not bad for the first one.
for the
Sheesh.
mixtape.
right there.
But that's just because it's not really like I don't think people are like. The thing about NFTs and music is like it hasn't hit like it did with the art stuff.
It will later. It's like, you know how
Oh, yeah, I
those
definitely
number
think-
one comics are that no one knows about later. It's like, oh, by the way, do you have Batman number one? It's like, oh,
I
shit!
100% agree.
I'm gonna get, it's like comic books are fucking. I used to collect stamps, and there's certain ones that are like that upside down plane one. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
That fucking shit is bank and shit. That's how that's the only way I could figure out what the fuck NFTs were. They were like comic books to
Billy
me.
Ripken card with the fuck face on the bottom. Yeah. I used to have baseball cards out the ass.
What was your favorite baseball card? What's everybody's? What do you guys collect? What's in the chat? Does anybody collect like
Baseball
comic
card.
books or baseball cards?
Probably 52 man was the easy one off the top. That's a good one. I like the 72 tops too. 1972 tops.
I remember that with the flat ass gum in
style.
there. Anybody ever chewed on that gum and it turned into powder and shit until you gotta keep chewing on it, then it fucking turned into gum?
That's some nasty ass fucking cardboard.
Anybody ever collect the fucking what do you call those things? Wacky packages? You know, they're like little comedy fucking advertisements.
Play the first song.
Which one? This one?
No.
Oh,
Polar bear.
Polar Bear.
Top one.
Let's check this out. This channel doesn't have any content. Click the album? Play album. All right, let's check this out. Is this it right now?
Yeah, this is the intro to the album.
So once again, thanks for joining us.
I wrote this album.
And
Standing
this
up
album,
to
the
me.
whole theme on it is like memes and memetics and shit like that. So like it's
Crypto
very
art
like niche.
and memes.
It's very
living
Scrilla.
Is there who's the rapper? Is he AI too?
Yeah, the first one. The second one's not. The second one's human.
Woo!
Let's go.
That beat sounds so dirty.
Fucking go.
Who mixes your shit?
My man Swalja mixed some shit on here. My man Wild. Some of it's mixed by AI.
VI fell fast and the system lost trust. I remember grandma's words said the
Some of it, I
cycle is due. History
Some of it's
may
mixed
repeat,
by
but the
AI.
faces
Some of it,
were
bro.
new.
Not
Digital
this
army
song.
strong, we were fighting with cold. And nose humming louder than the weed that I smoke. They said freedom's a dream, but we dreamed it away. It was half fake, half fake, and it looked pretty fake. Hold up!
I felt the beat shift, consciousness aligned. I'm in a polar bear 2026 state of mind. Yeah. 42069. I'm winning the auction, that piece is mine. I think this Kane Mayfield turned to rhyme. Let's let the real live human on the mic.
Yo, the first memes was the paint we put on walls, in the caves, in the town square. Tell the king he's soft. It's that jester talk, it's nesting dolls, his messages evolve. Then mimetic gets kinetic when we scribble sketches in the palm of the masses. And we influence their thoughts. We just say what people thinking in the language you can't censor, cause you sensitive. As bitches raising bitch niggas, depriving them of the switch. So they be switching, crashing out and blasting switches. We souping up, duping the predators, whipping the coop in the coup for the rebels. And you licking boots and you boofing they bullshit, approval my rating is graded by Peppers. What's in my vault of assault your integrity? Pedagogy of a prepper, I'm deadly. This ain't your money, so you can't debate, cause you really should think it's not burdens and empathy. Follow the bouncing ball. Wimbledon, I be like nibbling, wibbling, effortlessly disappearing 3 puffs of smoke to go separately. This is Yellowstone plus Yosemite, motherfuck your treasury. Cause I send a message to millions, the pictures, the riddles, the answers, the actions, and everything.
420.
Give it up.
Six.
Fucking making new type of hip hop with hip hop and AI and fucking what the fuck? That's like somebody.
AI, bro.
That's like somebody coming out with a drum machine and then people are like, man, fuck these drum machines.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you need a real fucking
No,
drum.
that's real because that
Yeah.
happened though, and like the synthesizers
course,
that
of
happened,
course.
like everything that comes out new is like, yeah, you know.
There's always haters and shit. Like I said, I was a hater too. Like, yeah, fuck that Serato shit.
Oh, yeah,
and then
bro,
now I fucking use it.
I hated Serato, bro.
Yeah, it's like, it's hilarious and shit.
And I remember watching my man get real nice at it, like for like 2 years, and I was like, I hate that shit. That
Me
shit's
too.
dope. I'm not using it.
Me too. And you know what? I got the crew D-Styles and Shortcut and Mix and Master Mike. They would come up to me like, yo, Q, I sold out. I use Serato now. And I'm like, no. Man, I saw all the crazy shit they did. I was like, hey, where do you get that shit at? How you know, what mixer do you use now? Blah, blah. That's hilarious. Now I use fucking all this fucking AI shit.
Qbert, oh, yo, Qbert is an AI DJ.
I do. This program I use is actually called DJ Pro AI. Fuck's
there it
hilarious
is,
and
yeah.
shit.
Fucking AI.
Man, but the rapper, you said the rapper, the last one
That
was a
was
real
Kane-
human.
Kane
That's
Mayfield.
Kane. And the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one was
that's
an
the
AI?
Yeah,
Fuck! I
Yeah.
couldn't even tell, bro. That's awesome, bro. Fucking awesome.
appreciate it.
All right. Any questions from these guys or for these guys? Because, man, this was a good fucking yap. I learned a hell of shit. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Pretty good.
They said they want to go get some dessert.
I
I
got.
love y'all. And then where can they find you one more time?
Scrilla Ventura on Twitter, rarescrilla.com, and Loopsdigi.
He's on Twitter too.
On Twitter.
X. And I'm on there too.
DJ
DJ
Qbert.
Qbert. All right, love y'all. Fucking incredible. Look out for those. We're gonna almost finish 100 more days, and then the fucking NFT or the cards will come out. And then edit which one? This? They ain't gonna edit shit. This is going. I don't give. Ban us, motherfucking YouTube. Ban us. I want to fucking get paid. Ban us, please. Thank you so much. All right, later, y'all.
I wrote this album, standing up to pee. Crypto art and memes living.